Hey guys, I am here. I cannot believe it's time. I'm here for Molly's 3-month update. Holy crap. I cannot believe she is 3 months old. We are out of the fourth trimester. I am so excited because this means that pretty quickly she should start to actually really come to life, as it were. Like, she'll be much more interactive than she has been in the past. So I have written some things down on my phone that I will share. She is sleeping next to me on the couch. She is sleeping with her arms straight up in the air like she always does. So, let's see if I could do this and hopefully not forget anything. About a week ago, she suddenly discovered toys. She has a bouncy seat, and it has a toy bar that you can take on and off. And I usually just kept it off because it's in the way when you get her in and out. So, and it just has these little toys on it. And I just decided to humor myself. And earlier last week, when I put her in her bouncy chair, I decided to stick the toy bar on and see what she did. And she was fascinated by the toys. She was looking at them. I was like spinning them, and she was just like, "Ooh!" Like, she's not grabbing at them yet. Like, she hasn't discovered that she can like use her hands and use her arms yet. But she was very interested in the toys and very aware of them, and I was really excited because I cannot wait until she's like until I can distract her with toys so I can do something instead of just her crying or me holding her or me just letting her cry while I make food. I'm really excited about that. Woo! So go Molly. In addition to that, she has made tons of cognitive advances, I guess. She traces objects, like what that means. If you know what that means, it's a really common term in the special needs world. It means that if you take like a toy or your hand or something over here and you like put it across their face, they will follow you like this with their eyes, and which means that they're not blind, basically. So she is starting to notice objects and she's starting to trace them, so she's starting to follow them as they move around. Also, in one of my little videos that I posted of her, if we like make noise, like snap our fingers near her ear, she'll turn her head to look at it. So she's starting to become aware that there's things around her that she's interested in and that she can look at, and so that's really exciting too. Let's see. Yes, and she turns her head to look for those. She is almost laughing. She is so close to letting out a belly laugh. Yesterday, I was so close to getting her to laugh. Like, her favorite thing that makes her like laugh the most is to take her legs and go boom. She loves that. Like, you just like when she's laying on her back, you take her legs and you go like this with them. She just thinks that's hilarious, and she's like totally like, it's like she laughs but there's no laugh, and I got her to chuckle. She almost laughed. She was so close to laughing, but she didn't quite do it. But so we've been doing that lately. She's so close to laughing, and I'm really excited to hear her laugh. I mean, I've heard a little giggle and I've heard that, but I'm just so excited for her belly laugh, and before I know it, she's gonna be like screeching with laughter all the time, and I'm so excited for that. In addition to that, she's also almost rolling over. Like, she's finally aware of her body. Like, she hasn't like found her hands and is looking at them yet. Like, I've said that since she was 4 weeks old. She's about to find her hands, and she knows they're there, and she can put them in her mouth whenever she wants to. She loves to suck on her hands. And Ben said this morning that he dripped water on her face, and she actually took her hand and like wiped it off. So that's really exciting. But she hasn't like tried to grab anything. She can involuntarily grab stuff. Like, I can put something in her hand and it'll just be there until she like lets go of it because of that reflex. But she hasn't done it on purpose yet. She hasn't reached for anything yet. But she's starting to become aware of her limbs. And so whenever I change her diaper, the past 2 days, whenever I've gone to change her diaper, she is like on the move. She's like, no, I'm not gonna hold still anymore. So now she tips her head like as far back. It's like inhuman how far back she tips her head and like arches her back, and she's trying so hard to roll over from her back to her belly. And she's done it a few times when she's on a pillow on the couch, like she kind of has gravity to help her. Like one time I set her on this side of the couch on her pillow, and she was like parallel to the pillow, so her head was like facing out this way. And I was on my crib. All of a sudden, there was this tumble, and she crashed into me. And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you could roll over. I better put you so that you're facing a way that you won't really do that." And so I put her like closer to the back of the couch. So she's rolled over a couple times. I don't really like put her in tummy time all that much, but oh, another thing is when I put her in tummy time the other day, she propped up on her elbows and was looking around. I was so excited. Like I didn't know she could do that. I mean, it's not like I don't give her opportunity to, because like I hold her on my chest and she does that. Because of my back injury, I've had to nurse her while laying flat on my back, so she's kind of had to learn to like balance and control herself to like suck like this on my boob. And I hold her head steady so it doesn't like slip off all over the place, but for the most part she's using her own arms to lift herself and hold herself to my boob, and so she can prop up on her elbows now when she's on her tummy. And when she's on her back, she like arches it and tries so hard to roll over. She wants to be on her tummy, and it's just this one arm is just in the way. But she is so close, she can get her legs around, and so I'm really excited that she's rolling over, because I guess now a lot of kids skip the milestone of rolling over. So I'm really excited that she wants to roll over. She's getting there. So it's all, she's doing so much stuff, and this is all within the last like 2 weeks. All this stuff's happened. Like she's really just exploded cognitively, and I'm really excited. Let's see. Oh, she's getting really big. Um, she weighs more than 12 pounds. We haven't like officially weighed her. At her last checkup, she weighed like 10 pounds and like 14 ounces or something. I thought she was nearing 12 pounds, but she wasn't. But now she's definitely more than 12 pounds. By weighing one of us carrying her, and then we take her off and weigh again, she weighs about 12 pounds. She probably weighs more than 12 pounds. I can definitely feel it. She's definitely just suddenly gotten bigger. She's gotten stronger. Her head no longer does this at all. Like her head is really steady. And she is so heavy, and she's definitely getting long. I was like nursing her the other day, and I was like, man, she takes up my whole lap. She did not do that as a newborn. And when I go to like try to like rest her right here, like her entire length of her body is like all the way down, and she can't even unless she bends her knees. So she has grown several inches since she was born, and it's so exciting. I'm just doing this because I'm so excited that she's finally like awakening. So she weighs like 12, between 12 and 12 and a half pounds is how much she weighs about. We took out the infant insert that was in her car seat. That's really exciting. She was starting to be a little tall for the headrest, so I decided to just take it out. And thankfully it's really easy to put back in. But she hasn't needed it, so she looks like a big girl in her car seat now. She doesn't have the infant insert anymore. She outgrew it. So they say once they hit 12 pounds you can take it out, so I'm really happy that it's gone, because it's a lot easier to get the straps to go over her shoulder without the headrest in the way. So I'm just really excited about that too. Let's see. She is still in size 1 diapers, although they're getting kind of tight on her. We have 1 box left, and so I don't know if she'll even make it through the box. I guess technically they go to 14 pounds. I'm looking at the box over there. So she weighs like 12 and a half-ish pounds, and they're starting to get really tight. So after this box, she'll be in size 2 diapers. I'm just like, that's crazy. And she is still using Pampers Swaddlers. Those are the brand that I like the best. I tried the Huggies Snugglers, or whatever they're called, and I didn't like them because they leaked a lot. But that just could have been that her legs weren't thick enough. Like, they leaked out the legs, but that was when she was a newborn and had really skinny legs. I tried a Love's diaper like a week ago, but she leaked really bad, but I think it's just because she wasn't ready to go to size 2 yet, because they were size 2. So I'm either gonna shop somewhere else to get Swaddlers bulk in size 2, or I'm just gonna try different brands and see if I can find a brand that our grocery store that we go to carries, because then it would be really convenient for us. So I'm not entirely sure what I'll do there, because I don't want to like buy a huge thing of diapers, have them not work very well. So I'm hoping, like, we have some diapers that are like size 2 that people gave us. So we have Loves. So I'm gonna try Loves and see if Loves work, because I know they have Loves at Winco. So, but if they don't work, I'm just gonna go back to Swaddlers or the little cruisers or whatever they're called. But Pampers is working for her really well. She does leak, like if she poops enough, it'll go up her back or whatever, which isn't the most glamorous thing, but that just happens. All babies are like that. It's just path of least resistance. And this is where the pro cloth people say cloth diapers don't leak, and that's great, but I don't have time or patience or money, or I don't have anything for cloth diapers, so I'm not doing cloth. I may at some point, but not with Molly. So, let's see. She's starting to rub her eyes when she's tired. Like, she would sort of do that before, but she really does it now. Like, she rubs her eyes when she's tired, like this. Her nails are really long, so she kind of scratches her face, but I've learned to cut her nails. It's a lot easier to cut her nails than it is to cut Enie's nails, let me tell you that. Oh my gosh, cutting Enie's nails was a 2-person job. One person had to hold her down, or like, what I would do is wrap her body in a towel, leaving her arms and legs out, and that seemed to like calm her down enough that we could do it. So it was one person to cut the nails and like hold her paw and cut the nails, and one person to hold her down. She hated it. She would hiss and freak out and twist her limbs around. So it was like, I don't want to break your leg. So cutting Molly's nails is a piece of cake compared to cutting Enie's nails. Like, Molly is squirmy, but she doesn't freak out. She's just squirmy. Like, while you're holding my hand, so you just have to be really patient and take a long time. It takes a while. But I have successfully cut her nails without cutting them too close. So that's good. I guess I'll talk about her eating. She sleeps pretty much like straight through the night. She wakes up about every other day. Like, half the time she'll wake up in the middle of the night to eat, but sometimes she won't. She does wake up usually when I'm gone. Like, I pump milk before work on the days that I work at 7, and she'll like wake up, but usually I guess she doesn't eat the milk. She just takes her pacifier and goes back to sleep. And then on Monday, I don't know, sometimes she takes the bottle and sometimes she doesn't, so it's there if she needs it. But usually she actually holds off until I get home, which is fine with me. So she eats throughout the day. She is still exclusively breastfed. She nurses throughout the day. She's a champ at nursing. Lately, she's entered the stage where she gets distracted real easily, so she'll latch, like suck twice, look away, and then come back, latch, suck twice, look away. So she does that. She's good at latching. She knows what she has to do to get a good latch, so it doesn't hurt at all, and it's not bad. Sometimes she doesn't want to, like, initially latch, like she'll just, But once she latches, sometimes she gets impatient waiting for the letdown, so she'll get mad, but usually she's okay, and she knows it'll show eventually, and then once my milk lets down, she'll stay longer before, moving off. But she definitely is, like, she likes to look around now, and she gets distracted real easily when she nurses. But she's obviously still nursing just fine. She's taking in everything that she needs. And now at night, if she stirs, I will just feed her before she starts crying, so I don't wake up Ben. Also, it's really nice because lately she's timed wanting to eat when I wake up and pump, so instead of pumping, I just feed her. So that's really nice. I don't have to pump. And then usually she doesn't get hungry, so she doesn't want to eat anything else. So it's great. She goes to bed at like 11:30ish now. I go to bed before Ben does, especially on the 4 days that I work early. So I go to bed at like 10:30 or 11. This whole week I've gone to bed like super early. And then he will bring her to bed. Oh, that's another thing. My last update, I said she was in her pack and play. She is no longer in her pack and play. She's back on her bed, and that's mostly because my back injury took a turn for the worse. Worst, not worse. Took a turn for the worst, and it was very painful, and there was no physical way I was going to be able to lean over, bend over, pick her up from her pack and play. Like there was no way I could do that quickly. There was just no way. So she's back in our bed because I can't sit up very well. I can't even roll over without significant pain. So she has been nursing with me flat on my back and her just like on top of me. Or sideways, although it's kind of more awkward. My back is finally starting to get better, but it still is not healed. It still hurts a lot. So we may reevaluate once my back heals, but I know she can sleep in her pack and play, so that's encouraging. I might actually go purchase a co-sleeper, just say screw it. That way it's on the same level and I won't have to, like, get up and lean. Oh, that just makes my back just, oh, I just feel pain just thinking about it. Um, so, yeah, she's not in her pack and play at the moment, but she can do it, so that's cool. Um, because my back hurts so bad I can't physically lift her in and out of it at the moment. And I haven't, like, in 2 months now. Um, so she sleeps with us. It's not a problem. We don't roll over onto her. She doesn't get trapped by us. Um, she'll kind of sleep, like, on my arm, on my, like, like right here. Like, I'll nurse her and then just, like, go to sleep, and she'll kind of go to sleep, and she's totally cool with that. She sleeps, like, she knows that our bed is for sleeping, and so she sleeps in our bed, and when she's ready to get up at, like, she usually wakes up at, like, 10, 11 now, so my husband will get her up on Saturdays. So today's a Saturday. Today I work till noon, so he gets her up when she gets up at like 11:30 or so. But the other days I come home and I get her when she wakes up. And then she'll be awake for maybe an hour or two, and then she'll take a nap at like 12:30 to like 1 something. So right now she's taking that nap. She's waking up. You might be able to hear her. She's awake right now. But I don't know if she's going to go back to sleep or not. So I'm going to try to stick her pacifier in her mouth. She's spitting it out. She doesn't want it. So I don't know if she'll go back to sleep or not. But, so that's what she does. And she kind of catnaps throughout the day. I try not to let her, like, fall asleep. She doesn't really sleep too long at a time during the day, but she does still sleep quite a bit, but she's a lot more awake. And then, so yeah, that's sleeping. So sleeping's been going pretty well now. She's no longer needing to get up all the time to eat. She can sleep for quite a good amount of time, like 6 or 7 hours at a time now, which is really nice. So even though I'm tired because I have to get up so early, it's usually not because of her, so that's really nice. She's not in a growth spurt at the moment, so she hasn't been like screaming and crying at night, so that's really nice for both of us. And she's such a big 3-month-old girl. So her feeding and eating are kind of intertwined that way. But other than that, I can't really think of much. She's starting to drool occasionally, not all the time, and so she might be teething. I know it's really early, but I guess my mother-in-law said that Ben got teeth at 3 months old, and I'm just like, I don't want her to get teeth at 3 months old. My nipples are gonna kill me. So I hope she doesn't get teeth at 3 months old, but she very well could. And sometimes when she cries, we think she's actually teething, or at least, I mean, it takes a long time for teeth to come in, but they start teething around now. Some kids. So, she doesn't have any teeth, obviously, but, she very well could be, and it could be painful. So, that's going on in the tooth department. Other than that, if I hold her, like, and just gently push up on her, under her arm, she will stand. She does stand on my lap, which really surprised me the first time she did it. I think that was my last video. I was really surprised when she stood up. I didn't think she was able to do that, but she loves to stand up on me, so I let her, of course, and I try to, like, give her as little support from me as I can so that she learns to, like, balance and learns to use her abs, because that way she'll be closer to sitting up. So that's really exciting. And so she's just doing all kinds of awesome cognitive things. She recognizes both of us. When I walked in the door, she started fussing because she wanted me to hold her and feed her. Like, she was fine until I walked in, so that's really awesome. And she loves Ben, she loves her daddy, she loves to hang out, probably because he can bounce her and I can't since my back is injured because of her. But it's finally healing. So, yeah. She smiles all the time. She's about to laugh. Oh, she kind of laughed-ish a little bit. Um, so yeah, other than that, that's pretty much how this past month has gone. So now that was the short month because it was February. So now she's 3 months old. It's March. It's my birthday month. My birthday's not till the end of March though, so it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything soon. But yes, my birthday is this month, and my dad's birthday is this month, and my grandma that is no longer alive and that died 5 years ago. Her birthday is this month, and Molly's 3 months old, and this whole month she'll be 3 months old. Oh my gosh! And it's just very exciting. Oh, also my sister-in-law, she has a birthday this month too. Her birthday's the day after mine, so it's really easy for them to know when my birthday is, I guess. So yeah, plenty of cool stuff happening. Let's see what happens in March. Hopefully by the end of March I'll be able to do stuff without a painful back. That would be the best birthday present ever at this point. So, yeah, I'll talk to you in my next update. Bye.